Because since I'm not a Cubs fan, so when they won last year, it was Game 4 of the World Series. It was Halloween. So my buddies and I, we went to a haunted house, which is weird because we're not in high school or dating. But we went to a haunted house, and on the way back from the haunted house, there was like a state trooper at the toll booth. It was Halloween weekend, Game 4. They were looking for drunk drivers. And state trooper stopped. She's like, "Hey guys, how's it going?" We're like, "Good." She's like, "Where are you coming from?" We were like, "Haunted house." And she's like, "Oh, how was it?" And we're like, "What? Scary? I don't know. Is that a sobriety test right there?" Like, so she's like, "Well, some of you aren't wearing your seatbelts. I need to pull over here. You may be in trouble." So she's like running our licenses, goes to the car, goes back to the toll booth, runs our licenses, keeps coming back to the car. Every time she comes back to the car, you can see it slowly wash over her face like, oh, these are legitimately 5 sober 30-year-olds who went to a haunted house tonight. That wasn't a bad drunken lie, that's the truth. Like when she came back to the car, she was like, "Do you guys want one for the weather?" I'm writing you a ticket for being a Poindexter. I've got friends if you want to hang with them. They're cooler, like guns at least. Someone said "wow," but I don't know if it was a response to me or something. Someone misforgotten. Who said "wow" and why did you say it? But was it in response to anything, or like a thought in your head? You're like, "Oh, wow, taxes are coming up." I'm not going to continue. Don't worry, I also regret this digression. Talking about this, my dad's a cool dude. Although I will say this, if I can get real for roughly 3 to 5 seconds, my dad had a surgery about a month and a half ago that could have killed him. Parents, right? And it's just like Will Smith said, parents just don't understand that their children fear their mortality. But my dad had surgery, and it was a surgery that was at a place called the Cleveland Clinic, which, as you can tell by the name, the Cleveland Clinic is this hospital in Cincinnati. And so my dad had surgery there. But what was weird is that at the gift shop for the hospital, they had like merch. Like, I bought a hoodie that said Cleveland Clinic on it. It's like, what? You're not Six Flags. Like, selling shirts like, "I survived the Cleveland Clinic." Take a picture as your emotions go downhill. My dad's fine. It was a spine surgery, though. For like a week, I had to watch after him. And he couldn't have a lot of mobility, so I had to help him shower and go to the bathroom. Which, by the way, after seeing my dad naked, I don't know how my mom does it. That guy's ugly as shit. Like, I wouldn't have sex with him. He's got a terrible body. He's also my dad. My dad's a cool dude, though. Someone just asked, was he soft? Was he small? Either way, weird question. You gotta win that. That guy's a serial killer. Oh, joke about his dad. I'm not laughing, but I do want to know what his dick was like. It's soft. Was it small? Does it have like freckles on the top? Does he have 2 holes to pee out of? I've never seen a dick. Maybe that's what the wieners look like. Mine got cut off when I was 2. It's like that guy from Game of Thrones. But it was regular. Let's get back to the question. I don't know how to judge. I guess I don't know. Who here also seen their dad's joke? No. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. That would lead us into Alice in Nightmare Land. My dad's a cool dude, though. You know what I like about my dad? Is that he doesn't put, like, a lot of dads put pressure on their kids to get married and have kids. My dad doesn't put that pressure on me to have kids. Because some dads will be like, "Someone must carry on the family name." Like, if my dad said that to me, I'd be like, "The Fernandez name? I think we're good." We're in 4th place behind the Johnsons, the Smiths, and the Lannisters. So I have 2 Game of Thrones references in the span of minutes. I watch television. It's hard to do. Books are easy. You do this. I gotta pay a subscription for that. Been to a lot of weddings, though. My one buddy got married, but it was like every wedding we've all been to where the ceremony was absurdly boring, but the reception was super fun, and I think they should help the ceremony out. Put a little bit of reception in there, like a fun dance, just to make it interesting. But the priest just like, all rise, please kneel, please sit, all right. All right, now slide to the left. Now slide to the right. Crisscross, crisscross, everybody genuflect. And that priest's dick was soft too. Every character act out will have a soft dick. Don't ask about it. From now on, all the people in my jokes have small, soft dicks. I don't want anyone else wondering, what the guy in that joke? What is his dick like? Wow! What if that guy was like, he knew the future, so he's saying wow in response to what that guy said later on? Wow! No, I can't say it because it's going to happen in roughly 2 minutes. Wow! I need to say it out loud, I just know the future. But trust me, it's coming and it's going to be a wow. You don't sound like that, don't worry. Sounds the future, but sometimes special. One of my buddy's weddings that I went to, his dad knew that I did stand-up, and as a result, very much acted like a dad around someone who does stand-up. He told me the same joke 3 times. Same joke 3 times. Comes up and he's like, hey Joe, horse walks into a bar, bartender says, why the long face? I'll see you later. And then walks off, if that's normal. And then the other thing is that he told that joke to me 3 times. I don't know how comedy works, but the element of surprise is huge. Like, that's a big thing. Like, a joke is not like a David Lynch film where you see it for the 5th time, you're like, oh, now I get it. So, by the 3rd time he told me that joke, he's like, I'm sorry, you know, that's just something that one of my golf buddies says every time we finish a round of golf, and I'm like, well, kill him. He's a bad person. And also by the 3rd time he told me that joke, I was so annoyed, I decided to annoy him back. I'm like, you know, I got a variation of that joke. He's like, oh, really, what is it? And I was like, well, some whores walk into a bar. Bartender says, why the long face? And they go, well, we're sex slaves. Of course, to fuck people against their will. And the money goes to the dirty kid. I miss my family. And scars for us to left. It's like, I don't know if my golf buddy will like that. Also, my dick is small and soft. It's a fun callback, don't you think? Dude, I'm never gonna do that again. What was that? Jesus. Can I see that when I move my leg like that? Oh man, I disapprove of what I just did.